Some places possess an inexplicable allure, a magnetic pull that resonates deep within your soul, calling to you from afar. And Bodh Gaya, with its rich history and spiritual significance, was undeniably that place for me. Its very name echoes with profound meaning. This is the sacred ground where Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, attained enlightenment, forever changing the course of history. For centuries, people from all corners of the globe have undertaken arduous journeys here, seeking understanding of life's mysteries, inner peace amidst the chaos of the world, and a connection to something larger than themselves. I too felt that pull, that irresistible draw, a quiet whisper at first, gradually growing into a persistent call that I simply couldn't ignore any longer. The decision to embark on this pilgrimage came suddenly, almost impulsively, and a sense of anticipation, mixed with a touch of trepidation, steadily built as the month of February rapidly approached. I hoped to find peace within myself, maybe even uncover a deeper meaning to my existence, or at the very least, forge a profound connection to a timeless story that has resonated with and shaped the lives of millions upon millions of people across the globe. Packing light, both physically and mentally, I set out on this transformative journey with a heart brimming with unanswered questions and a spirit open to new possibilities. The journey itself, with its inherent challenges and unexpected encounters, felt like an integral part of the pilgrimage, each and every step bringing me closer to the heart of something truly ancient and deeply sacred. India's vibrant chaos, a sensory overload of sights, sounds, and smells, and its profound and ever-present spirituality, woven into the very fabric of daily life, were both intensely palpable and deeply moving as I made my way towards Bodh Gaya. I couldn't help but think of the countless pilgrims who had come before me, enduring incredible hardships and overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles, all drawn to this singular, transformative spot on the face of the earth. The immense spiritual weight and historical significance of Bodh Gaya felt almost tangible, even before I had actually arrived within its sacred boundaries. This wasn't just another place to visit, another destination on a travel itinerary. It was, and remains, the very place where human consciousness is said to have taken a monumental leap forward, forever altering our understanding of ourselves and the universe around us. I realized that I was joining a timeless and unbroken quest for deeper understanding, both of the intricate workings of the world around me, and perhaps more importantly, of the complex and often contradictory nature of myself. It was a profoundly moving and humbling thought to carry with me as I continued on my journey. Stepping into Bodh Gaya was a sensory experience: warm air, incense, the sounds of India. I had arrived, and the real adventure was just beginning. The town bustled with life shops, rickshaws, people in motion. Yet beneath the surface, a spiritual undercurrent was unmistakable. Monks in saffron robes, pilgrims in vibrant clothes, all moving with quiet purpose. My first glimpse of the Mahabodhi temple's spire rising above the trees was unforgettable. The energy of the place was undeniable, a vivid tapestry of devotion and daily life. I found my guest house, simple but welcoming, and left my bag behind. The noise of travel faded, replaced by a quiet excitement for what lay ahead. I felt ready to explore, to learn to be present in this remarkable place. Bodh Gaya's subtle magic was already at work. I knew this would be a special experience. The anticipation was now a living reality. I was exactly where I needed to be. Early mornings in Bodh Gaya held a unique and profound magic. As the sun began its ascent, painting the sky with hues of gold and rose, a palpable sense of anticipation filled the air. The air was cool, Soft chants echoed through the temple grounds, and a steady procession of pilgrims began their day. People from every corner of the world, representing a mosaic of cultures and backgrounds, made their way, often after long journeys, to the sacred Mahabodhi temple. Monks from Tibet, their maroon robes a vibrant splash of color, nuns from Thailand, serene in their white garments, families from Sri Lanka, their faces etched with devotion, and seekers from the West, drawn by the promise of enlightenment, all united by a shared purpose, to connect with the teachings of the Buddha and find inner peace. Despite differences in language and tradition, a beautiful tapestry of humanity unfolded. There was a deep reverence in everyone's eyes, a silent acknowledgement of the sacredness of the place. The diversity was striking, a vibrant display of cultural richness, but the sense of unity, of shared humanity, was even more powerful, transcending all boundaries. Pilgrims walked mindfully, meditated deeply, and prayed side by side, their voices blending in a harmonious chorus, connected by the timeless wisdom of the Buddha's teachings. It was a living example of global community, a testament to the power of shared faith. People from vastly different cultures and walks of life, finding common ground in their spiritual aspirations. The universality of the search for peace, for meaning and for connection was palpable and clear here, resonating in every corner of the temple. It wasn't about rigid dogma or religious formalities, but about a shared human aspiration for something greater than oneself. Witnessing this incredible display of unity and devotion gave me a profound sense of hope. Connection is not only possible, but essential, even in a world that often feels deeply divided. Here, everyone, regardless of their origin, was on the same path, if only for a fleeting sacred moment in time. The entire experience was deeply inspiring and profoundly humbling. It showed me, in a tangible and unforgettable way, the immense power of a shared spiritual quest and the potential for unity that lies within us all. Approaching the Mahabodhi temple was breathtaking, a moment etched in my memory. The sheer scale of the structure began to dawn on me as I drew closer. The great spire soared skyward, a beacon of faith piercing the heavens. It seemed to defy gravity, reaching for something beyond the earthly realm. Covered in intricate carvings, each telling a story, each a testament to the artistry and devotion of generations past. These weren't just decorations, they were scriptures in stone. The scale and beauty were immense, a testament to human endeavor, inspired by profound spiritual belief. It was a humbling sight, a testament to centuries of devotion, a living, breathing monument to the teachings of the Buddha. The air thrummed with the energy of countless prayers offered over the ages. Stepping inside, crossing the threshold into a different world. The noise of the town faded, the sounds of everyday life receding into the background, replaced by a profound hush, a silence that spoke volumes. It was a silence that invited introspection and contemplation. The air was thick with incense, a fragrant offering to the divine, and marigolds, their vibrant orange a splash of color against the ancient stone. The spiritual energy almost tangible, a palpable force that resonated within me. People moved with quiet reverence, their faces etched with devotion, prostrating and chanting, their voices blending into a harmonious chorus of faith. Lighting butter lamps, tiny flames flickering in the dim light, symbols of hope and enlightenment. I joined the slow procession around the temple, becoming part of the ancient ritual, feeling the rhythm of shared devotion, a sense of unity with all those who had come before. My prayers were simple, heartfelt wishes whispered into the sacred space, a wish for peace and understanding not just for myself, but for all beings. Inside the main shrine, the heart of the temple, a golden Buddha radiated calm and compassion, its serene gaze a source of comfort and inspiration. Pilgrims queued patiently to offer their respects, their faces reflecting a deep sense of reverence. The air filled with murmured prayers, whispered mantras that echoed through the centuries. The atmosphere was powerful, charged with the collective energy of countless devotees, a blend of awe and humility, a recognition of something greater than oneself. I felt enveloped by the sacredness of the place, as if the very stones were imbued with spiritual power. It was a moment of deep connection, a feeling of being part of something timeless and profound, both to history and to the present, a bridge between the ancient past and the living present. The temple's embrace was transformative, leaving an indelible mark on my soul. I was grateful to be part of it, even briefly to have experienced the profound peace and serenity of this sacred place. After the temple, I made my way to the Bodhi tree, a direct descendant of the original. The history here was immense. This was where the Buddha attained enlightenment. Sitting beneath its branches, the world seemed to fade away. The rustling leaves and dappled sunlight created a soothing, timeless atmosphere. I closed my eyes, imagining Siddhartha's moment of awakening. The sense of stillness was profound, a quiet echo of that ancient transformation. It wasn't a dramatic revelation, but a gentle wave of peace. My mind quieted, and I felt connected to something vast and timeless. Gratitude welled up. This was the heart of Bodh Gaya. The tree stood as a silent witness to centuries of seekers. I felt a deep sense of belonging, if only for a moment. The experience was moving beyond words. It was a reminder of the power of presence. Bodh Gaya had touched my heart deeply. Beyond the Mahabodhi temple, Bodh Gaya revealed its global spirit. I explored international monasteries, Thailand, Japan, Tibet, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, each with unique architecture and atmosphere. It was like touring the Buddhist world in a few square kilometers. The diversity was fascinating, but the harmony was even more striking. Monks from different countries greeted each other with smiles. Pilgrims visited temples outside their own traditions. It felt like a global sangha, a worldwide community gathered in one place. The Buddha's teachings bridged cultural divides, uniting everyone in peace and compassion. This harmony was a powerful message. Different traditions coexisting, sharing a common spiritual heritage. The values of mindfulness and compassion resonated across borders. Seeing this lived out was uplifting and hopeful. Bodh Gaya demonstrated how unity is possible. It was a beautiful and inspiring sight. To connect with Bodh Gaya's history, I visited the archaeological museum. The quiet halls held treasures from centuries past, sculptures, inscriptions, relics of devotion. Each artifact was a whisper from the ancient world, a fragment of a larger story. One piece stood out, a section of stone railing from the Sunga period, once surrounding the original Bodhi tree shrine. Its carvings depicted Jataka tails and lotus motifs, worn smooth by time and countless pilgrims. This wasn't just a museum piece, it was a tangible link to centuries of faith. People had prayed beside this very stone, seeking the same peace I was seeking. The history felt real and present, not just an abstract concept. The encounter deepened my appreciation for Bodh Gaya's heritage. It was a moving reminder of the continuity of devotion. The past and present met in that quiet room. The legacy of Bodh Gaya was alive in every detail. My meditation practice deepened in Bodh Gaya. I found quiet corners, under the Bodhi tree, in monastery gardens or my guest house room. The environment supported stillness. The collective energy of so many seekers was palpable. There were challenges, wandering thoughts, restless moments, but also profound clarity. Sometimes a gentle release of tension would wash over me, a subtle shift in perspective. It wasn't dramatic, just a quiet understanding that things were okay as they were. The living practice of the Dharma was everywhere. Reminders to be mindful, to be compassionate. I left with more than memories, a renewed sense of inner peace and clarity. The seeds of transformation had been sown. Bodh Gaya's sacred atmosphere nurtured them. The experience was quietly revolutionary. I knew I would carry it with me. On my last morning, I woke before dawn for a final walk to the Mahabodhi temple. The streets were quiet, the air crisp, and the temple grounds bathed in soft light. I walked the Kora path, slowly taking in the spire, ancient trees, and distant chants. Sitting quietly, I let the peace of the place seep in one last time. Gratitude filled me for the experience, the insights, and the sense of sanctuary. There was a touch of sadness at leaving, but also a deep sense of fulfillment. Bodh Gaya had become a refuge, a place of transformation. Its lessons weren't just for here, they were for life. The message of compassion and mindfulness is universal. Bodh Gaya's effect is profound and enduring. It plants a seed of peace that grows long after you leave. I knew I would carry its essence with me. The journey had changed me quietly but surely. Bodh Gaya stays with you, a guiding light,